All right, so I'm sitting here at the front counter of the Law Abiding Biker Store. You see 3 helmets in front of me. The main focus of this video is going to be the newest generation, the HJC RPHA 91. Over here is the older generation, the RPHA 90 from HJC. There has been quite a few different changes. We're gonna go over those. Also, you'll see, of course, a Shoei Neotec 3, which is my beloved favorite helmet that I wear most of the time. Now, this isn't a direct comparison between the Shoei Neotec and the RPHA 91, but as far as form and function go, they have a lot of similarities. This is a lot more expensive helmet than this, so I consider this a little bit more of a budget-friendly helmet, but we will be making those comparisons in case you are interested in the Shoei and you want to bump up to definitely a more premium helmet. Not that this is bad. Don't worry. We're going to break all this down for you so you can decide which helmet is right for you. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you for checking back in. Okay, so we're first going to start with the older generation, the HJC RPHA 90, and of course the RPHA 91 here. And there have been some changes. With that said, I do want to tell you that I set my Shoei Neotec 3 aside, and I have been exclusively wearing the RPHA 91 for some time in a lot of different weather and environments. So I definitely have a good handle on what I like and don't like about it, as there is no perfect helmet. And Lurch actually wore this 90 for quite a few years. And so I'm going to pull from his experience and kind of tell you what he sees as improvements for the next generation here. So of course, this is a modular type helmet, which same with the Shoei, the 90, of course. A big fan of modular helmets, especially for a touring environment for obvious reasons. When you're going slow or whatever, you can pop them up, get some air. You can talk to your partners when you're looking for directions and things like that. And then of course, when you're throttling down, you can just pop those guys down. Just a lot of functionality, which is why I really like the modulars. So you can look at these two helmets and you can definitely see what HJC's done here. The older version is just, it's not as streamlined. It's not as sexy, if you ask me. It just kind of has a regular round type look. And so I definitely like what they've done here. You can see they've definitely made it more streamlined. It looks a lot cooler, a little more aerodynamic. Definitely, like I say, that's why I'm comparing it to the Shoei Neotec 3. Let's talk pricing a little bit. So if we're going to make some comparisons to the Shoei Neotec 3, your base models, which is just your base colors, the Shoei is about $350 more than this guy. And if you're looking at the different colors, like I really like these graphics. I got one with graphics and multicolor. You're looking at about the Shoei would be about $370 more, again, for those multicolor versions. So that's why I was really excited to review this, because not everybody can get up in that price range for a helmet. Wanted something that definitely has a good reputation, and something that is a bit more budget friendly. So let's talk venting. We'll look at the older generation, and then we'll show you the new, but you'll see it's pretty simple back here on the old one. No real exhaust huge vent like on the new one here, and you just kind of got either open or closed. And then spinning this around here, you've got your top vent. I will tell you on this guy, Lurch said that this was very loud for whatever reason going down the road. And so he would oftentimes just keep it closed. So pretty simple venting. This design up here I actually like better than the new one, which I'll show you in a minute. Not a deal breaker, but I like this because it doesn't accidentally get pushed and closed. If we move over to the new generation, you'll see that's one of the things that we don't like about it, is they should have kept that slide design, because every time you put this on or handle this helmet, you're going to accidentally pop that closed. So you get riding, you realize the vent's not open, you got to pop that. Again, not a deal breaker, but I just like that older design. However, we like this a lot better up top here. It just pops up higher. You actually get more airflow, but it's a quieter helmet than the older generation. Lurch says they really did a good job. And Honestly, as far as noise goes while we're talking about that, I find it to be, it's as quiet to me, maybe just slightly louder than the Shoei Neotec 3, which is amazing. It's a pretty quiet helmet. We move around, you'll see this is what they really improved, all this exhaust stuff back here. And this is just a really good looking helmet. I really like what they did with the design. And then of course, you've got multiple spots there for the rear vent here to exhaust out the back there. This is completely new. On the front here, they didn't have this on the old version. You'll see, and I forget about these honestly, but these are the brow vents there, which add additional airflow. This helmet, I've been riding it. I rode it a couple days in triple digits. I will tell you, of course, in triple digits, any helmet's a little bit hot, but when you're moving, this thing moves the air through really nicely. All right, so we're gonna go over shields. We do have some changes there. If you're interested in any of the helmets I'm talking about in this video, you can get them right here from the Law Abiding Biker store. I will link to everything in the description below. We are just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We appreciate every customer. We'll definitely take care of you. We're not like the big corporate stores. We're actually using and testing and bringing that stuff to this store. There are savings to be had, such as no tax if you're not a Washington State resident, and free shipping over $100. So some pluses and minuses on the shield. So the older generation, you'll see down here, Lurch said it wasn't too bad with the gloves. It looks a little finicky to me, but he said it was fine. You can just pull up. But the nice thing was, you hear that? It had a definitive lock. So it is locked and sealed, and then you could push up and pop that guy there. On the new generation, you don't have that. It just simply goes down there and locks. I will tell you though, there is a little bit, you can feel a little bit of a lock there, but it just doesn't have that definitive snap. Let's talk detents. So this is interesting because the old generation, it has detents as you go down, and they're much more defined. So when you get it in a position, it really holds. There's not as many of them, but I like how solid they are. So when we move over to the new, the RPHA 91, you've got a lot of detents. You're gonna hear it a little bit. You see how many there are? But they're really loose and they're not defined like this. I would rather have them completely defined. Again, none of this is a deal breaker. Again, $350 cheaper than a Shoei Neotec 3. So, you know, we don't have that problem with the Shoei Neotec. You know, when you're getting a more of a budget midline helmet, that's just some of the things that you're gonna deal with. So they're just really loose. And one of the things that my complaints on this helmet is I like to ride with my Shoei, and this one too, a lot when it's hot during the day, or even a little bit cool, just to get fresh air. I like one detent up. Well, what I found was when I was riding around with this with one detent up, if you're on the freeway at 80 or you get crosswinds or whatever, it's constantly slamming shut on me. The detents aren't strong enough to keep that up. So I just want everybody to be aware of that. I do not have that problem with my Shoei, nor would I think you would have that problem with this, because and Lurch says he did not have problems with that. It's very defined and it stayed in place. So that thing's on the freeway is gonna slam down on you if you wanna keep it open one. Interestingly, Shoei did this a while back on their last generation, and they put the handle for popping the shield up on the side, and I complained about it. And on their Neotec 3, I was very happy they moved it back to the center. Let me tell you why. I wished all helmet manufacturers would just keep that right in the center. The reason is these shields flex, and this makes it really easy when it's in the center, regardless of which hand you're using, to just pop your shield up, and you're not getting a flex. When you're on your throttle or you're on your clutch and you're reaching across like on this helmet, it's a pain. It actually flexes the shield and it makes it hard to get it not unlocked and to operate the detents. You all know what I'm talking about if you've tried that. So that'd be a little complaint. They should have stuck, and HJC should just keep that right in the center. All helmet manufacturers should have that in the center always. So they made a few changes here. You'll see this is for the slider, of course, and it's right down the bottom here, but it was kind of more on the side. And Lurch said he really likes this change, and I didn't have any problems with it either. He likes it because it's on the left side still, but it's more on the bottom, and to activate that visor. And he says from the past generation. This one's easier to find. And I didn't mind it down here. That's just muscle memory. My Shoei's up here on the side, so I was constantly reaching up on the side, then I figured it out. But again, the different helmets put that in different places. All right, so another feature that's interesting, I haven't seen this on other helmets. You decide whether it's necessary or not, but hey, a lot of times more features is better, right? So it is interesting that they did this, but if we pop this panel, there's a tab there, and that pops off. And again, this is the left side, so it's right down here where your visor is. But you'll see this guy right up here. And this is to adjust how far that visor goes down. So all the way up makes the visor go down as far as it will. And if you put it all the way down, it's got 3 positions there. That will stop it in its shortest position. So if we come back here and open this up, now when we do this visor, you'll see it only goes down, if I can get it there, underneath there. It only goes down so far. And then if I want to adjust that and pop this all the way up, you'll see it'll give me even a little bit more. Honestly, I didn't even realize that when I first started testing this helmet. I had it in the lowest position, and it didn't bother me at all. But yeah, I think it's a nice touch. All right, and you'll see I added a mirrored shield. We do have different colors available in the Law Abiding Biker store if you want to get hooked up with that. It does come with a clear shield, and the nice thing is this helmet does come, just like the Shoei, comes with the pin lock system, and it's pin lock ready. Even these shields that are made for this helmet are pin lock ready, and again, that does come with the helmet. If you don't know what that is, it's a little plastic shield that you put on the inside, kind of puts a layer between this and that, and it helps with fogging. So yeah, nice little option there. And also, we didn't talk about ratings. This is, of course, DOT and ECE rated. All right, so I'm going to go over this. It's one of my complaints on all helmet manufacturers across the board. All of you, stop making integrated systems. Stop partnering with Bluetooth companies, Sena, Cardo, all those, and trying to integrate it into your helmet. We don't want that as riders. We're all in an ecosystem, regardless of what that was. We sell Sena here in the store. We sell Cardo. But stop putting it on our helmet and trying to force us into your proprietary system, okay? Because we're not going to change because of that. So, but I will mention it. If you're into that, cool. They did partner with Sena. They made an integrated thing. Shoei did the same thing, made their own integrated. But on the side here, I already showed you how to pop these. Same thing on the right side. There's one there. You pop that off, and that integrated system will hook up there for your human interface, module there, and then a mic over here. I've got my Cardo on here. This is what I prefer, and this is what most riders are going to do. I'm already in an ecosystem. I love my Cardo, Pack Talk Edge. We all use these. We sell the heck out of these in the store. But you see what I did is I just stuck it up there and I disregarded this entire plate. And that's the problem with these. Again, on Shoei too, I complain about it, is you're taking this whole area away from us. And I would rather put this down here, but I can't because of that plate. You get it. Anyways, hopefully, eventually, we can get away from this. And if you're interested in that integrated system, I'll link to it in the description below. We do have it available in the Law Abiding Biker store. I know some guys do like it, so we're certainly not dogging you. That was just my opinion and some of the guys that I ride with. And I know I've made reference to my beloved Shoei Neotec 3. If you want to see this very detailed video, that way you can really see the difference and why some of the features are premium on this, head over to the Law Abiding Biker store, find the listing, and you can scroll to the bottom. And if there's a video associated, which there is for this, it will be embedded right there for you. And I'll link to that video in the description below and that listing. All right, so let's talk about the neck rolls. They definitely make some improvements over the older generation. And Lurch, coming from this one, said, and you can see it's just a lot tighter. I really think, and I don't know this for a fact, but the more I look at this helmet and the time I've spent with it, I really feel like HJC looked right at the Shoei Neotec 3 and said, we're going to make a helmet that's at least form and function similar, and we're going to make it a cheaper price. But that neck roll looks a lot like it. But definitely, Lurch said, a much quieter helmet. And honestly, it is almost as quiet as my Neotec 3. So well done there. All right, so I really, really do like this helmet. This older version, I wasn't so hot just on the looks, and I'm glad Lurch tested it long term. It was a fairly popular helmet, but but that just feels different. They really ramped things up when they made the RPHA 91. As far as comfort goes, it's a super comfortable helmet. I will say it's just darn near, if not as comfortable as my Neotec 3. That was something that I was actually worried about when I started testing this helmet, but definitely thumbs up on that. As far as sizing goes, look at the sizing chart in the Law Abiding Biker store and get the size that's right for you. Measure your head, do all that due diligence. Just a reminder that for whatever reason you get this helmet and you're not sure of the size, do not take the tags off it, do not remove stickers, any of that. What I do if I'm ever testing a helmet from somewhere else is try it on, wear it in your house, sit around, but you can't go ride on and use it and remove stickers. If it doesn't, for whatever reason, has a pressure point, then we do have an exchange policy where you can send it back and either size up or size down. Just make sure it's in brand new condition. Okay, so this has been one of my complaints forever, and Shoei Neotec 3 nailed it. I'm sure it was because of my suggestions, I'm hoping. But anyways, they finally got rid of the old antiquated D-ring system. Every time somebody has their D-rings at a gas station, they're fussing with them. They got to take their glove off because they can't get it. And we're always waiting for them. That system got changed here. This comes stock on the Shoei Neotec 3. This is stainless to stainless, easy, quick release ratchet buckle. Comes off with that just as easy as it goes on. You can hear that. I love that. And again, coming stock on the Neotec 3. So all manufacturers need to figure that out. Now, the RPHA 91 is not coming with that, but oh my goodness, look it has one. So this is a really easy conversion. This is the same one that I put on here is what's coming on the Shoei Neotec 3 out of the box. So this is a really easy conversion. We sell the hell out of these in the Law Abiding Biker store. I take my enduro helmets, adventure, street, everything's converted to these. They're really inexpensive. We've always got them in stock. It's our metal to metal, stainless to stainless buckle. Be really careful. There's a bunch of knockoffs. The first thing you want to do is go out on Amazon and all that. They're all really cheap plastic to plastic. This has got to be a quality chin strap. It's your helmet and your head. If you get it from us, you know you're getting a quality one that we source, that we like, that's metal, again, stainless to stainless. You'll find all kinds of knockoff stuff. But I will link to these in the description below. And when you go to them, scroll to the bottom, there's a video. It'll show you exactly how to install it. There's no cutting. You don't have to ruin your original D-ring system. It's all, you just put it on, and that way if you want to get another helmet and take it another helmet, you pop it off and the D-ring system and all that is still in place. So I absolutely love these and definitely made the conversion. And as you'd expect, the interior here, the headliner, the cheek pads, all that just snap out and you can throw them in the washing machine and all that. It's also got nice cutouts, of course, for whatever type of Bluetooth system and speakers that you want to integrate with the helmet. One big props that I want to give to the RPHA 91, it's always been a little bit of a weird thing on the Shoei. I know how to do it because I've ran these for so many years, but I know you got to know exactly how to do it. It's very finicky changing shields, and it can be a little bit frustrating. I've got it down now, but a lot of riders have troubles with that. I will say I took this off the original shield to put this one on, and I'm not going to show you on this video, but it's literally just a deal back here and you pull it. It's very self-explanatory, and so switching shields in and out is really nice. I like what they've done on this helmet. And just a reminder, these are coming just like the Shoei in a lot of different colors and styles. Your base model for this, with just your flat colors, is $350 cheaper than the Shoei. And if you're looking for colors like this, this is coming in at $370 cheaper than the Shoei Neotec 3. So again, I would look at both helmets, and I know budget has a lot to do with it, so everybody's got different finances and things like that. But all in all, I actually really fell in love with this helmet. A few little drawbacks. One of the biggest thing, that shield popping down on me, on the freeway if I've got crosswinds and stuff like that, if I just want to keep that up. And then as you can see, there's another, when you're trying to do that shield, did you see what I was doing there, guys? That's what we were talking about. If you're not right on and you flex that shield at all, it kind of gets bound up. All right, and again, it is a less expensive helmet. And one of the things I note, which isn't a deal breaker also, is just the system when it goes down. It's pretty nice. but I will say something, you know, when you bump up to a helmet like this, you'll just feel, it's just like fit, you know, the fit and all the little things. It's definitely a much more, it's just, it has a very premium feel. This definitely feels, you know, that system like a little bit more of a budget helmet. Sometimes when I'm getting going on the road, I try to pull it down and I have to pull down rather hard to get that to click into place. So, of course, with a little more budget helmet, you're going to have a little less of the premium feel. We'll keep it in the stable for now, but both great choices. And go watch both videos and see which one's right for you.
I was a boy with a plan that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was a boy with a plan that turned me into a man. And